ask this so much. I've had the luxury of being able to come into your home, and every time I come into your home, I am hit with a picture, and every time I want to ask, but I just don't. What was it like meeting President Barack Obama?
Oh man, it was special. I met Barack twice. Once here in Portland when he was running. I can't even remember the first time or something.
Yeah,
they always have these dinners, these fundraisers. So you can go through one door and pay, $1,000, and he'll be in the room for a few minutes. You say hi, and boom. Then there's other ones where it costs like 10 grand or more, and you go in that room and you get to shake his hand. So I talked about Alonzo Mourning earlier, but Zoe was a big fundraiser for Barack in Miami. So my mother, on her, I can't remember, must have been her 85th birthday or something. I asked, Mom, what you want for your birthday? She said, I want to meet Barack Obama. And I laughed. I said, Mom, you want to meet Barack? I said, yeah, he already been here. If he was coming back here, I know enough people, I probably could make that happen, but he not coming here. She said, you asked me what I wanted. I want to meet Barack Obama. So I called Zoe and said, Zoe, I know, is Barack coming that way? He said, yeah. I said, my mom wants to meet Barack. He said, if you can get her here, we'll make it happen. So put my mom on the plane at 85, flew all the way to Miami. And it was amazing. It was one of the most special moments in my life, not but for me, but for her, because this is a woman that grew up in Mississippi, in segregated Mississippi. And she has the opportunity to see the first Black president in the United States of America. And my mom, she couldn't walk well, so she got the walker, and we're in the Fontainebleau. And where we go in at and where he's at, it must be a mile. I mean, if you've ever been to the Fontainebleau, this place is huge. So she's on this walker, and she's on it. And we get into the room. He don't come in right away, and we sit there. It must be for another hour before he ever comes in. But based on my relationship with Zoe, we didn't have to pay anything. He just made it all happen. And we got a chance to get in there where she actually had the opportunity to walk up to him and shake his hand. And actually, in her case, she kissed him on the cheek, which is really not appropriate. You're not supposed to do that. but she kissed him on the cheek. And she considered him her boyfriend from that point on. Wow. So we got a chance to take the pictures and all of that. So that picture you see in my house, she has one too. Wow. She has one too of her and Barack. So it was really special for her, given her age and what she grew up in. For me, it's Barack. I've been around a few presidents. I've been around a lot of celebrities. So I don't get off on it that much. I mean, because I also met, I just forgot, but I met Barack a third time. I was in Palm Springs, down there with some of my donors, and he was in the Thunderbird working out. And this was one of the most amazing things to me because I'm with my people. Yeah. So I'm just in there. I mean, I walked right in the workout room and could walk right up to him. I'm like, man, ain't nobody checked me. I could have a gun. I could have anything. And this is the president of the United States. So I know there had to be Secret Service people everywhere that I don't know, but I had access at him right there. So I hollered at him there and mentioned Alonzo, because Alonzo had actually met with him, went to dinner with him and his wife and all of that. So I had like a 15-second conversation with him and kept it moving. But pretty amazing stuff,
See, that's one thing I can always respect about you. Yeah. You've always act like you've been there and nobody is too up here. Like, I appreciate that. Yeah. It's just,
man, they all, I mean, one of the reasons why I'm like that, I've been around a lot of wealthy people, and I'm telling you, they got the same problems we got. Money don't make problems go away. Now, you can buy your way out of some stuff, but health stuff and family stuff, man, I could tell you horror stories about people with money and their what's going on in their lives and what they can and cannot do, based on circumstances and stuff. Man, everybody's human, man. Everybody's human, man. And believe me, everybody got issues. Sure. Everybody. I don't care how much money you got. Everybody got issues, man. That's how life is. The only thing that changes is your ability to deal with the issues, because the issues are coming. Only thing that changes as you mature in life, you learn how to deal with them better. That's the trick in the game, is how well can you handle it, because they coming. They coming.
No. You want me to ask mine now?
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. One of my final questions is, I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
33 in the game.
No.
Shut up. Shut up. And you talked about this perfectly. You talked about modeling when you talked about your drinking. And one of the things I've always got to see from afar is the modeling of a marriage between a man and a woman. And for us young bulls, for us young cats, what kind of messaging would you give to us when it comes to the importance of marriage?
Well, a lot of people who know me and know my past would say I'm probably not the right one to ask that question of, because my present marriage is my fourth. Now, a lot of people, I don't advertise that. A lot of people don't know that, but we were talking earlier about, role modeling and getting it right. Mm-hmm. I messed it up 3 times just by trying to be right. Mm-hmm. Wanting to be married because I knew that the role that I was in, I needed to be married. I mean, I couldn't be out here running the streets and then talking to parents about what's right and trying to represent for kids. So each time I got married, the first 3 times, none of them were perfect, but spiritually speaking, I wanted to do the right thing from a God perspective, but also from a modeling perspective. And I got it right. I got it wrong 3 times in a row just by trying to push the envelope on being right. So I would say the key to this is trying to do it for all of the right reasons and know whatever it is that you see in a mate, everything that you could ever have wanted in that mate need to be there from the gate, because you ain't changing nothing and they ain't changing. So if it ain't all there, and see, in my first 3, there was always something there that wasn't right. But I did it anyway because you think that, well, shoot, from a spiritual perspective, it's going to be all right, or they'll change, I'll change, we'll just make it okay. Mm-hmm. No, you can't make it okay. But in my last marriage, there was nothing that I would have wanted to change about my present wife right from the gate. Everything that I could have hoped for was there. Mm. So, and if that's there as a foundation, man, ain't nothing but good coming from that, because it ain't gonna be no worse, because everything is there. So I would just say, make sure that you ain't trying to change nobody and they ain't trying to change you, and whatever they're bringing to the table and you're bringing it to the table in that time that you saying I do is enough. If it don't get no better than that, that has to be enough.
Slight pivot in terms of like